Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are here for the week of March 9th to the 15th, 2026. This is going to be a weekly reading for all signs. I will pull tarot oracle cards and share channeled messages. This could pertain to any area of your life: love, money, career, abundance, all overall daily routines, that sort of thing. So momentum's definitely building. Okay, this is the week the universe is going to ask us, what do we go towards, right? Where are we headed, and what are we leaving behind? Because we're moving into a week that's following this March 3rd total lunar eclipse in Virgo. So this week's going to be about action with discernment. Okay, some opportunities are going to be like pushing you forward, and then others are going to ask you to pause and maybe even release. So we're going to get into all of that in this video. Okay, I'm going to do sort of like a three focus kind of reading, and it's going to be, what's being highlighted for you, what's shifting or on its way out, what do we need to surrender to, like how do we work with the energy, and then just general guidance moving forward. We have inspiration and we have frenemies. I think you had frenemies maybe last week too, so some of you could still be wrapping that kind of energy up. This is about ideas being inspired and taking those creative insights and actually maybe turning them into action steps. But also there's that caution of being careful who you're listening to. Just, we don't want to be sharing all our plans before we've actually done them and put them into action, right? Because we don't want everybody else's energy coming in and sort of mucking things up, right? We want to make sure that they're not, consciously or subconsciously putting their energy into our projects and goals and wishes, right? What else do we have? We have manifestation and self-love. This feels so similar to last week, and I guess I'm not surprised because it's been such a big energy shift that we do still need that self-love. Okay, we do still need to just attune to what your heart wants, and having that energy connect to even universal energy too. So you're connecting to the right things as you try to manifest, right? And it says you are manifesting rapidly. Dreams and goals are becoming a reality here. And we have reconciliation. So for some of you, it does. You know what it feels like too? It's like you're reconciling something within yourself. Even it's not necessarily romantic. It's more coming to terms even with a big shift that you're making, or that you will be faced with, a big choice maybe that you are about to be faced with. So towards the end of the reading, I'll put a timestamp below. I will get a galactic angel card and a crystal card for each sign for the week ahead. And we have let off steam. Yeah, it does feel like some of you know what I was hearing too? I'll share it. I was hearing that somebody kind of like blows your cover, or like shares a secret regarding something, or you yourself discover somebody's intentions. So this could be really in any area of your life. Maybe it's even on a world stage. All right, so we'll use the Cheeky Tarot by Danila Sanino of Whitefly Tarot Shop. All right. For the collective, please. For the collective. We have the Page of Swords. A little bit of hesitation here. Maybe you're gathering some more evidence, more details about something, learning something new. Watch out for gossip this week, too. I mean, you have frenemies right next to that. So with the Page of Swords, that can sometimes be a card of gossip. Just making sure that we're not getting ourselves into any sort of unnecessary drama, because it could swing back around to that person. But also, it's just not aligning you. It doesn't serve us well to be involved in those sort of things. What else do we have? Judgment. Yeah, it does feel like you're going to have to make some sort of call regarding a relationship, regarding even the timing of something. I'm feeling that too. So it feels like after you get a little more insight, or like initially you could have been hesitating. So it is your call, right? Always use your own intuition and judgment, of course. Read the disclaimer. But it does feel like you are. It's like you're aware now of that little piece of information that was maybe holding you back regarding a person, a situation, something along those lines. It could be really be anything, but it's things are on your terms. It feels like it very much feels like things are on your terms and you're making this final judgment on something or someone. The Three of Wands. So this is connecting to your manifestation of your goals and dreams, and those becoming reality. It's like you're calling your ships in, and here they are. They're coming in. So that's another thing that's being highlighted this week for you. But it's like with the Three of Wands, they're actually doing the steps that are necessary. All right, what else do we have? They're taking those necessary steps. And you have Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. And it looks like it pays off. There is an opportunity here. Now, the thing with the Ace of Pentacles and really any of the aces is they are cards of potential opportunities. So, of course, that's why I think they had me stress the fact that you're taking action. You're taking those steps, right? Especially now that you can make it more of a discerning, a better, just because again, it feels like a very big week for discernment and taking that action. And so that makes perfect sense that the Page of Swords and Judgment would be here. And then it allows you to take more of inspired action towards those new goals. And for some of us, so Lily is coming in here with these flowers. I also just heard Bellevue or Bellevue clairaudiently. So Ace of Pentacles. It's really you might receive some information regarding health too, some good news even for some of you. That's a possibility. What else do we have? Knight of Pentacles here. So you could have some slow moving energy coming towards you here. It could be something from the past, but again, it's up to you if you want to do this or not. What else do we have? Could be a younger energy coming in, younger male energy even. We have the Hermit here. And this is going within to find your own spiritual wisdom, right? Searching for the truth. It feels like some of you may be letting off steam. You know, I look at this, it looks like in both pictures, this is what's clarifying let off steam. And it looks like, you know, the heat from the lamp is causing steam, you know. And so it feels like some fog is being lifted too, as maybe you reconnect with your own spirit and you let out what needs to be let out, what needs to come to the surface. And maybe you're even having some difficult conversations this week. So what are we overall? What are we kind of, let's keep in mind too what we're letting go of. I'm hearing something so random, but very specific to somebody, something about a spaghetti dinner. So yeah, that's what I heard, spaghetti dinner. All right, what else do we have? We have Five of Swords here, and it is kind of a winning at all costs sort of energy. Is something really worth it? Is it worth getting into it with someone or something? So some of you may be deciding to kind of, you know, either you're stepping into defending yourself or going after what is rightfully yours, or you're deciding it's really not worth your energy. So there's something there with that. What else do we have, please? Oh, we have the High Priestess, and she's kind of making this shushing kind of motion. So some of you may choose to just remain silent with some sort of information that you receive, whether it's, you know, on the external or it's something you receive through your own intuition. I have a feeling, you know, your senses are heightened. Total lunar eclipses are good for that. They're known for that. I love that we keep getting the card of Virgo, the Hermit card, in this week, or this energy where we still are working with that eclipse energy. We are very much in that energy still. So going with your own intuition and realizing, you know what, if something feels like a big deal now, that ship's going to sail. It's going to pass. It's like that's going to be under the water under the bridge in no time. So especially if you don't do things to exacerbate, right? What else do we have? We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like you're going to be happy with the results, even if they're small. Those small steps are going to lead to the big rewards. What else do we have, please? We have a Ten of Swords. So it feels like some of you are sensing that something's about to shift. It's about to end, and it feels like it's necessary. This person's making this sign of like what you see in the Hierophant, the blessing. So it feels like there is an ending that is a blessing because a new beginning comes with it, you know, and you're not spending your energy, putting all your efforts into something that is already what I'm hearing is sour and dried up even. So something that is just even also just feeling rather treacherous, tumultuous, or just exhausting. What else do we have? Remembering that self-love. Okay, everyone. Self-love. What else do we have? I'm hearing a name like Eastwood. Of course, it makes me think of Clint Eastwood. So maybe the name Clint, Clinton, or Eastwood, or East, something like that. Eastman, even. We have Temperance here. We've been getting this card a lot. And I love that it's after that 10 of swords, because to me, they're both cards of like finding another way, a new path, new day dawning, staying in control here. And it's staying on top of things that maybe need to shift, that need to go away, that need to maybe even also have some better control or moderation or balance. Okay. So balancing things out and staying connected to things that do feel supportive of what you're trying to achieve and just of you in general. Sagittarius energy with that. I didn't say it, but there's Pisces energy on this high priestess. I call out the signs for like major arcana cards. All right. Some people like that, especially in an all signs reading. I'm hearing about a portfolio. So it could be, you know, you're getting something together career wise regarding your work over time. Maybe you're getting a new certification, renewing something, you know, a teaching certificate, or maybe you're putting together a portfolio professionally because you're going to be interviewing, or you're going to want to be like showcasing your work. So I do feel that too. And it could just be that some of you, maybe if you're retired, you know, you come across some sort of indication of success from your career that you've had. You could be going through things and something comes up and you know you're like, hey, you know, that's, I remember that. And so just kind of it's a reflective sort of energy. And then we have the Strength card. Wouldn't be a reading of mine without that Strength card coming in. We've been getting this on this channel and on my Libra channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive, and it's like there are limitless possibilities here. Big time Leo energy. The lion loves this table. Lion loves this table. And with the Leo energy, this is, you know, the Strength card energy. This is like compassion with conviction, though. You know, it's not backing down, it's having that self-restraint, and it's coming right after Temperance, another card of like moderation, staying in control, staying in balance, and you really figuring out what works for you and just how much to put into something or to take back even your energy. So some of you are going to be putting more in and some of you are going to be retracting your energy. So it's going to depend on who you are. All right, what else do we have, please? I'm getting something about like being able to lean on me. So somebody could be, actually, I'm hearing about a lien being lifted. So some of you are having that happen. All right. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. And when you are free from that, sort of, because some of you could be finally paying off like a car payment, or, you know, or mortgage or something, some sort of something that has had to be paid over time. Or there could have been a lien holder. I know this is very specific, right? All the readings are, but yeah, they're general and they're specific. So that's what I like about them. But so the Nine of Pentacles, though, they're keeping enough for themselves, right? And they're always very aware of what's going on in their environment and where their resources are going. So that could be something that is important to you. What else do we have? Oh, all right. We have the Chariot. Again, before you can move forward, there's something here about getting a new perspective, getting all the details, getting, you know, things in order. I don't normally get that off the Chariot, but I did kind of see like a Page of Wands maybe. And it just feels like if you're not feeling inspired yet, new details that arise could help you again make that, because it is clarifying. The Judgment card, High Priestess, Five of Swords, Page of Swords, it's something's coming to help you make this decision. It's going to make the decision a lot easier if you've been stuck, if you know, just this something. It could be an intuitive insight on top of that High Priestess. What else, please? So getting a higher perspective here. I'm getting 79 off this too. 1979 maybe, or just 79. Could be 97, but it feels like it's more 79. And I am hearing something about like polishing something up. So either you're literally polishing something up or you're getting ready to kind of present something to somebody. I'm even picking up on someone sort of like wrapping a present and they're putting like the final touches on that. So it could be literal or figurative. There's something here about final touches of things and getting into a new rhythm too. It seems to be coming in. And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we're getting that energy unstuck. Why? Well, one reason is because you're retrieving and recoiling, I guess, your energy from something that wasn't paying. And now all that energy, those resources, maybe it was even money you were putting into something that's no longer paying off or wasn't to begin with. And now it's like you're being pointed in this right direction, but it's like full speed ahead. You're showing the universe by removing yourself and your money and your resources from things that are not paying, that are not really getting you where you want to be in the long run. You're now able to utilize your full power and your full manifestation capabilities too. Or maybe you now have more time to practice like self-love and or even like tuning into your own higher wisdom, that you're less reliant on others from the outside even. So we have the Six of Pentacles here, and again, this is totally supporting the message we just delivered here about you're giving only what you have, right? You're not overcommitting. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles working together. I love this. And there's something here, like, you'll notice they're only going to give to the one who's giving back, or something that feels a little more balanced. And with the Nine of Pentacles, she only gives away what she can afford. She's not going to go broke supporting her brother, her cousin, her neighbor, her friend. It's like, go down the list, right? What else do we have? This reconciliation and letting off steam. Let me see. What is this all about, please? We have the Knight of Cups. So this could be a love situation. It really could be. I don't always get that off the Knight of Cups, but I do feel that it could be. But it could be some of you have had to let go of something that you really loved and maybe were excited about. But again, it just wasn't providing you with what you needed, that give and take. All right. So, and when I get into individual signs, I'll be delivering messages specific. So it may resonate a little more for you. So it could be, a career thing that you loved, or a project or a hobby that you once loved, or even a friend group or a romance. It could be a lot of different things. So stay tuned for those if you'd like. So let's see, with the Knight of Cups, yep, could be a younger energy. This is really like following your heart, though, and following your own wisdom, and really being confident in the next step you're taking here when I see all these cards combined. What else, please? If you enjoy this reading while I'm shuffling, do feel free, drop a like, hype the video, comment. All of that engagement helps, and I appreciate you very much for being here. And on this channel, I do like psychic mediumship readings where I tune into loved ones past and that sort of thing. So those, keep your notifications on. You never know when I'll be posting those, or maybe even going live with those. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. So what I like about this reading in particular right now is I like that you have Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups now. It's showing me that you're taking something you love, or something you're putting your heart and your soul into, and you're turning it into a real opportunity. You are opening a certain door that maybe has felt closed for some time. It could also be the door to peace. There seems to be peace on the table here. Okay. And peace within and peace on the external. Some of you are willing to do the work to change something that it's kind of maybe hindered growth or hindered healing. Okay. So I feel like you're taking those necessary steps and actions. The whole reading feels very, very supportive of that energy. I look at the bottom of the deck and oh my goodness, you have the star, and it just pretty much piggybacks on what I just said. Okay. It's like you're knowing how much you're putting into yourself versus your the collective energy. It feels like you're gathering your resources. You're getting really grounded. You're paying attention to what needs to kind of be on its way out, and where you need to pull back your energy so that you can focus on your own healing. It's connecting to the number 8. Eight pointed stars. Then you have the Strength card, also an 8. You have the 8 of Wands. So you have triple 8s in your reading. Love that. And this can connect to your own opportunities for abundance and your own prosperity. And I'm getting like the message of like, shoot for the stars, not just because it's the star card, but I am getting like, go big, because this could actually work out for you, friends. So yeah, sign of abundance here, that you'll have great success coming your way. And it doesn't, necessarily just happen. It feels like you really, you're due for this reward. It feels like you've done the work. You may have tried at least, let me see, 4 different ways even, or you've tried something for at least 4 years, 4 to 8 actually, with that 8. But yeah, and it feels like it's just you're making that wise, that smart decision to go in a new direction, go in a different direction. You're coming from a very healed, balanced place here with this star card. All right, it does feel like that. Now, let's see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and get, let's see if there's anything we need to surrender to this week. Okay, that's always part of the reading, surrendering for our folks here. We also have a high vibe card. So the high vibe is self-forgiveness. So this is kind of a little bit of schoolhouse homework. So when you keep repeating past events and past mistakes in your mind, it brings your energy down. Okay. Say to yourself, I forgive you. I did the best I could with the information I had at the time. And take a deep breath. All right. That's some high vibe and advice here for the week ahead. And one surrender card here. What are we surrendering to? Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So listen to your body's messages too. We cannot separate mind, body, soul, spirit. It's all connected. It's still our energy. So if you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. You know, if you're energized and happy, maybe that's an indication to move forward. So really tuning into your body to help you make more informed decisions. You know, how many of you have ever, gone into something or had a call or whatever it is, and you feel that, tightness in the chest or the stomach ache or the headache. Your body could be sending you signals like, hey, this isn't a great fit, this isn't in alignment. And maybe you yourself can't quite put your finger on it yet, but your body knows, like the cells don't lie. So let's see, it's kind of like, your intuition knows, right? Let's see what else we have for you. Let's get an empath empowerment card. Many of us here are empaths or at least empathetic. Oh my gosh, look at this. Nourish your body. Big message coming in here. Repeat message, right? So with nourish your body, which, the star card could even have to do with that. And, this makes sense too, because Virgo is very healing energy, right? It makes me think of, taking care of oneself physically too, and in very practical, grounded kind of ways. And that could be where your focus is or where it needs to be. That could be the advice from spirit. So if you're tired, rest. And the reason I'm bringing it back to Virgo is, again, we're still in that Virgo total lunar eclipse energy. We will be for a while. Okay, so if you're tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself rather than pushing through it. Treat your body as a precious friend and listen to its needs. Your body wants to help you. What else do we have, please? Let's get an animal card here. Animal healing card. We have Cougar here. Card 11, openness, root chakra energy. Again, taking care of those basic needs. And this is being open to all possibilities. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to receive the support you need. Remember, it said, shoot for the stars, right? Aim for the stars. You might actually achieve what it is you're setting out to do. Now I'm going to go into each zodiac sign. I recommend listening to Sun, Moon, Rising. Sun sign would be your core self, your overall direction and personality. Moon sign for emotional instincts, emotions, inner processing. And rising sign could show you how things will play out in your outer life, how the energy could manifest sort of in a daily external world kind of way. So without further ado, again, if you enjoyed this, please like the videos, subscribe, hype, leave a comment, all that. And personal readings are open. Details are always in the description box at schoolhouseintuitive.com. So let's get into it, beginning with Aries. Aries, I'm going to get you a crystal card and a galactic angel card. So for Aries, some messages I received for you though were this week, what could be illuminated or highlighted are leadership opportunities and public presence overall. All right. So what could be shifting for you, Aries, is impulsiveness or acting without full information, like what we were hearing in this reading. Okay. And your guidance, take it or leave it, is take calculated risks. Okay. Consider the long-term impact before jumping in. Get all your details, right? Now, so maybe some of you are stepping into visibility. You're encouraged to do so with confidence, not recklessness, confidence, and make strategic moves now, okay? And playing off that 5 of Swords, make strategic moves to set you up for bigger victories later. And Aries, you are protected at this time. A divine intervention is currently happening. And it'll all make sense eventually. And your crystal card for Aries is appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. All right, that's what we have for Aries. Pardon me. Thank you so much and have a great week. So for Taurus, what could be illuminated this week for you is personal values and priorities. Okay, what could be shifting is clinging to any sort of like comfort zone that you've outgrown. So the guidance is reassessing what truly matters and redirecting the energy accordingly. Okay, really goes with the lines with this reading. So you're going to want to align actions with your core values. Okay, the steps you take. So letting go of the familiar could create space for something even better. Just something to think about. And your galactic angel message is finding your balance. Yeah, rebalancing your body, mind, and spirit. Very much in line with this reading. And your crystal card is, these are pre-shuffled, garnet. So ignite your passion. And that's what I have for Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. Gemini, some things that could be highlighted, illuminated for you this week are learning, new ideas, creative projects even. And what could be shifting is any sort of hesitation to pursue something new. Again, you might be getting more information, right, that helps you make a decision. So the guidance is actually be open to that, but also experiment, even if results aren't guaranteed. Now, of course, you do what feels best for you. Overall message for you, though, is innovation is going to require you to be curious. All right. It's a small experiences and experiments this week could actually help you unlock big creative breakthroughs. And your galactic angel message is allow yourself forgiveness. Nothing was in vain. So everything happened exactly the way it was meant to, so you could grow. Your crystal card is Ocean Jasper. Schedule yourself in. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful week, Gemini. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. Cancer, what's being illuminated for you this week are emotional connections and support systems. What could be shifting could be a dependence on others for reassurance, not needing someone's permission, right? The guidance then is to strengthen your own emotional autonomy while staying connected, though. Okay, it's quite a balance there. The message is that you have more resilience than you think, okay? So build the inner stability and that'll help support the outer relationships. And your galactic angel message is your angels are aligning the moving parts. All is coming together in divine timing. Your crystal card is Labradorite. See the magic. And that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great week. Leo. What could be illuminated for you this week, Leo, is recognition and self-expression. You could be shifting a fear of judgment or anything that feels overpowering. So the guidance is show yourself without exaggeration, okay? It's a balance. The message is that authenticity attracts admiration, okay? So being real, that's what's going to get you the farthest. Not that you don't know this. This is what I was getting before the reading. So you don't need to prove yourself. Just let yourself shine. Let that star, Leo lion, come forward, all right, on its own. And then you have your galactic angel messages, reconnect with nature. You will soon discover a spiritual connection. And your crystal card is Sunstone. Take pleasure in the things you do. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great week, Leo. Virgo, just had that eclipse in your sign. So what's being illuminated for you, Virgo, are daily routines and personal productivity. All right. So what could be shifting is an overwhelm, from any sort of micromanaging that's maybe been going on in your space, in your world. The guidance is to prioritize simplicity and efficiency. So you may be re-examining new, habits and things. So you're going to want to streamline habits now so that you can free up energy for what truly matters. Okay. Efficiency is a form of empowerment after all. And I feel like you're the sign that really knows that. You get 2 galactic angel messages that wanted to come out. We have finding courage and inner strength to stand your ground and stay true to your beliefs. And this could be breaking cycles, letting you know it's okay to walk away and to follow your intuition. Something may have not been feeling right for a while, actually. Your crystal card for the week, turquoise, prioritize your health. That's what I have for you. Thanks for being here, Virgo. Libra. Hi, Libra. My friends, thanks for being here, especially those of you who came over from the other channel, which is the majority of you probably right now. Libra, what's being illuminated for you are emotional boundaries and relationships this week. Okay. So what could be shifting are those people pleasing and over compromising kind of patterns. So the guidance is to speak your needs firmly and calmly, like calm but strong. So the message overall is about healthy boundaries, creating stronger bonds, actually. So saying no when needed could actually be an act of love for yourself and for others. So again, those boundaries, we've been getting that for a while now, Libra. Libra gets 2 messages because I feel like it. So be all you can be here, Libra. Step into your potential and be open to succeed. And then you have one day, you'll look back at the bigger picture. You'll see the bigger picture. So trust in the unknown, Libra. And you get 2 crystal cards as well. And we have Amazonite, loosen your grip. And Citrine, bring in the light. Loosening your grip could actually get that energy going again and bring in the light. That's what I have for you, lovely Libras. Remember to check out your other video at schoolhouseintuitive.com Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks so much, Libra. Love you. All right. Scorpio, what's illuminated for you this week? Financial resources and shared assets. What could be shifting is any sort of scarcity mindset or distrust. And the guidance is to collaborate wisely and release fear around abundance. So tying back into that scarcity mindset, all right? So the overall message is to share resources strategically because that actually could multiply results. So trust is going to help build opportunities as well. Your galactic angel number is others' actions are not your reflection. You're unique and beautiful soul, and you're meant to be surrounded by better people. Ooh, wow. Big message there. And your crystal card is Phantom Quartz. Embrace change. That's what I have for Scorpio. Have a wonderful week. Sagittarius, what's being illuminated for you this week? Adventure, exploration, and growth. What could be shifting? Any sort of restlessness or distractions. Your guidance is to commit to one meaningful path this week. And your overall message is to focus because focus will amplify progress. All right, so chasing too many directions diffuses the energy, whereas choosing one direction you want to go is actually going to help you aim your Sagittarian arrow, so to speak. Your galactic angel message is dance like no one's watching. Find a way to connect with your innocent energy of your soul. And your crystal card, Sag, is Apophyllite. Stay positive. Sagittarians are pretty good at that. All right, have a great week. Thanks for being here. Capricorn. What I have for you illuminated is career vision and long-term goals. What could be shifting, resistance to change, or any outdated strategy. The guidance overall is to adjust your plans as needed because flexibility will fuel progress for you. And overall message is adaptation, strengthening your foundation. So small course corrections now could save effort later. So how will today shape your future? You have the opportunity to make a difference today. And your crystal card is Selenite, clear the clutter. And that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for being here. Aquarius, what's being illuminated for you? Personal growth and self-discovery. You could be shifting doubts about your own unique path. And your guidance is to honor your individuality and trust unconventional insights. Your originality is your edge, right? Embrace what sets you apart because it could lead to unexpected breakthroughs. And you have stargazing. Oh, what do you know? So Aquarian. Aquarius, star card came out. Now you have stargazing. This is totally your card. So look above and connect. Connect to the light of the universe. Let it replenish your soul. Your crystal card is Celestite. Soothe your soul. So some soul work here, soul growth. That's what I have for you. Have a great week. Pisces, happy birthday season, my Pisces friends. What's illuminated for you this week? No surprise, intuition and inner guidance. Showed up in your own reading. What could be shifting? Any sort of confusion or over-reliance on others. Okay, and this is kind of stemming from the High Priestess and even the Star card, some of the other Hermit. A lot of cards came through for that. So I'm feeling that for you here this week. Your guidance is that quiet reflection is going to help you make better choices. So leaning inward is going to clarify any sort of next steps, and you're going to want to trust your subtle nudges. You're like maybe perhaps the most intuitive sign, one of them, if not the most. So you're going to trust those nudges. You're going to know that they're guiding you toward alignment. I feel like you know this. Your galactic angel message is crossing paths. You're about to cross paths with a soulmate or kindred spirit. This is a significant meaning and opening of the heart. It may be some of you have been wanting to reach out to somebody that you don't even know really well for a while, and now you're going to do it. Possibly. You do you, and good luck with it. Wishing you the best. Now let's get you a bonus card, though, since it's your birthday. You can always ask your guides for help. They can't always help without asking permission. Okay, sometimes we have to ask them. We have to invite them. They like that invitation. You're going to get 2 crystal cards because it's your birthday season. You have Malachite. It's time to transform. And I always struggle with the name of this one. Chrysoprase or Chrysoprase. Allow yourself to receive. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fabulous week.